So just a little update on my veggie pod, since I know you're dying to find out how it's going. So let me just take you outside just a moment. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. So, you know, you can see, obviously, that there's the, oh, it's a bit too bright. Anyway, there's the coriander. This one here's coriander. There we go. And then over here, there's the 2 strawberries, that one. And, you know, yeah. Remember, the whole thing fell apart. Anyway, so now I'm using some tea leaves. So obviously I have these teas and I go through a lot of tea on a daily basis. So the great thing is I can add this now as fertilizer. You're welcome for that tip. So figured I might as well run you through what I'm making for brekkie this morning. We're actually making pancakes, eggs, banana and protein in here. So this is actually a FlowFit recipe. It's obviously super easy and it's so delicious. Just depends on like what flavor protein you get. I'm a big I hate natural flavors, but if your protein has like minimal natural flavors and it's a good trusted brand, then I don't mind it. I'm at the moment trying Happy Weight protein. It's very sweet for me and natural flavor is like the 3rd biggest ingredient. So I'm like, don't know, but it is non-GMO and there's a couple of good things about it as well. So it's always hard to say with natural flavoring. You will also hear more about natural flavoring on my episode with Georgie Stevenson when we talk about the Naked Harvest products. But it is super interesting. And also when I talk to the additive-free lifestyle girls, I am very keen for that episode to drop as well. Sorry about my messy stove top. So we're cooking it away. This is like just out of curiosity, you might be interested. I use green pan. Absolutely butchered that. Smells great. Okay, obviously we've come a long way. Let's look at these bad boys. Much better. Wait, sorry, what did you say?
How did I even dress myself like this?
Yeah, but what did you say before that? When you first came in and you looked at yourself in the mirror.
Why did I even dress like this? How did I?
I don't know. You just have a creative flair that nobody else has.
Because I dress like this.
Yeah.
This and this and this and this.
But like when you first walked in, you said, what did you say? You said, "Oh, I look good."
I look good. I look better than mommy.
You look as good as you can look. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. Hey, Bubba.
Yeah?
Do you want to put some water in the veggie pod and feed our plants?
Yeah.
So try and put it in as many different places as you can. I'm just holding up the veggie pod cover. That's it. So give it a little bit to all of the different plants. That's it. Make sure they all get some water. Good job, baby.
There's not that much left.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, could not find my Oura ring anywhere. I was looking for it for like days before we went away because that's how I'm able to track and confirm when I ovulate. Okay, well, there is a lot to update you on. First of all, Billy was cleaning her room, and then she found my Oura ring. It was like divine timing because I swear if I had gotten pregnant before, then the timing wouldn't be perfect for eventually when Billy starts school. That's when I'd like to have a newborn. I wanted to have all my attention on you, Billy, then have a little baby, brother or sister. Would you like that? Yeah. And mummy can be pregnant when you start school. Would that be fun? And then you can start school, you start your big school, and then you can have a little baby brother or baby sister. So I feel like it was like fate that you found that Oura ring under your bed. After so long, I was looking for it for so long, and I was trying to figure out when I could maybe try to fall pregnant, but I think it was perfect timing. I really do. Yay, Billy! Today so far has been lovely. I went to the gym, I dropped Billy to school, it's her first day back, she's so excited. Preschool, not actual school. I got acupuncture and wow, I noticed how much I needed acupuncture and how much my body responds so well to it. If you've never tried acupuncture, please. And I'm just looking for Katika's card if you want cosmetic acupuncture specifically. Oh, yes, I still have it. Yeah. There we go. Please, if you live in Sydney, Northern Beaches, go to her. You're welcome. She's so good. I just feel so much better. My body loves acupuncture. It's so good for my nervous system and my stress response. I just feel cool, calm, and collected. What I'm doing is I'm going to go see a psychic. She calls herself a spiritual coach, a life coach, transformational, intuitive healing sessions and readings. So intuitive reader. I mentioned her in the episode that I did with Sarah, how she predicted so many things, and this specifically was something to do with Sarah. This was 4 years ago. This was before I even knew Sarah. Anyway, I'm not going to give it away. Go and listen to that episode. That's episode number 3 with Sarah, all about productivity. Because I shared this. I was like, this is a great time to share with her while we're podcasting, because I want her reaction, her raw reaction. So I'm about to go in. I'm actually going to film some of it. Kind of just want to ask her about babies, any in my future, girl or boy, if she has any a sense around that. Everyone's told me I'm going to have a boy next. Everyone I know who is that way inclined has said to me the next one will be a boy. My whole belief will be shaken in the spiritual universe realm if I have a girl next. Although I do not mind either way, which I get. I want to ask her about business. What does she sort of see the next kind of step to be? Where should I put my energies? I also want to ask if there's anything I need to look out for, anything bad that's going to happen. I know typically they don't share this, and I don't know if she would share this with me, but I am really curious to see what she says about that. Whether or not we should move house because of the mold and the leak, but then my landlord, we were like, yeah, we're going to move out. And then my landlord was so lovely, we'll fix it, Anyway, 2 roads are I feel like I'm at a crossroads where I'm okay, I could really go this way or really go that way. So I want some guidance, which is what she does. And she also says she does spiritual coaching around your business too. So almost you have a little psychic in your pocket that's you're okay, what do I do next? And they're do this and okay, and then you become more successful. Well, that's the way that I see it anyway. I'm gonna capture a little bit on camera, which I think will be so cool. I love psychics. I know some people are skeptics and don't believe in them. I'm a believer, 100%. So I hope that we can get some cool stuff, and I hope you enjoy this. So I've had a very jam-packed week, and I've been doing lots of socializing, lots of networking. It's been so much fun. I've made so many unreal connections with people. Honestly, just continuing to build my tribe of people that I just really vibe with, and I like how real they are. And I'm sure you can hear in the background, we've got Billy and Billy's cousin. And today is a good day to just stop focusing on pregnancy stuff, career stuff, everything that's going on, and just honestly enjoy the moments. Because if you can't do that, what's the point of getting to the place, getting to the goal, reaching the outcome? It's you're never going to really enjoy it anyway, are you? If you're always thinking about the next thing, you're always thinking ahead. So this is why sometimes I don't like planning. So today's Friday, we're going to the markets, my favorite place to go, with Billy, and so we've got Iggy today. They're going to have the best day. We've got some soccer goalposts as well that we're going to set up in the park as soon as I finish my groceries. And I'm just going to enjoy the day. And I can't wait. And it's just a really nice, slow process. This is essential that this must be done. They must be clipped in order for us to go. So Billy and I are just doing bedtime.
That's not the book.
This is the book. Billy, can I tell them while I braid your hair?
Look.
We're just doing wind down time. So I have my little red light for Billy and
Hi, how you going?
now I hope you're gonna let me tell everybody about my experience. Okay, so let me just like read you the notes that I wrote because like it was amazing. It was amazing. So I saw Dee, got in there and basically she started saying to me, she said, you're gonna change the fitness industry. She said, I see big change, like a legacy. I think one of the cards she pulled was something about a legacy. She said, you're very women-centric, like customer-centric, but it's all about women. That's exactly what I do. Can you tell that I've got a little show pony on my hands here? She said, you're going to attract very positive-minded people. You're very education-focused. And she said, you know, you're going to help women see that they have a hidden blessing. And I was like, that is like exactly what I do. Like I show women like your period doesn't have to be a burden. Like your cycle doesn't have to be a burden. Your hormones, like everyone's like, oh, you're hormonal. Like it's a negative thing. Like it's awesome that we're hormonal. It's awesome. It's just a matter of us understanding it and getting it right. She was also saying to me like, you know, I was saying I find it hard to kind of like listen to my inner voice. And at that exact time when I was sort of talking about that, I was like kind of struggling to like say the words. There was this massive, massive noise outside and her face was like, and I was like, what? And she said, everything happens in a reading. Well, everything that happens in a reading happens for a reason. I just thought that was so interesting because what I was trying to explain is that sometimes I find it hard to shut off my mental noise and just feel into what I sense intuitively, like what is a good decision or a bad decision.
What was that noise?
It was a big garbage truck and it was right out the front. And it was so noisy that she couldn't even hear me. And it was as I was trying to explain that sometimes the noise in my head is really loud and I find it hard to like hear what I really want to do. Does that kind of make sense? And then she was talking about babies. You know, we had this amazing like talk, amazing reading. And I said, you know, do you think a baby would change any of this? And she looked at me and she was like, well, let's see. She pulled a card. And as she pulled a card, it said not likely. Because I don't feel like it would. And as I was talking about a baby, guess what happened? Guess what happened? As I said, what if I have another baby soon? And then guess what noise we heard as soon as I said that? It's a baby crying. And we both looked at each other because she had said to me before, everything that happens in a reading happens for a reason. And then we both looked at each other and we went, cool. And it was
Daddy?
No, actually me and the lady, and her name was Dee as well. And
Dee.
actually, speaking of Daddy, you just reminded me that this lady was saying to me, she said, I see a male as your business partner. She said, what does your partner do? And I said, you're kidding me, because I've been telling Gus he is my secret weapon for so long. He used to do apps. He used to build businesses. He used to scale businesses. He's in media. Like I don't like to like ask him to go, hey,
Mom.
can you like write an article on me? Like I just feel like that's slack. But if it happens organically,
Hey, Mom.
why not?
Hey, Mom.
Yes, baby.
Did your period blood come out? Did your period blood come out of your
Oh my God. I told Billy this story the other day. When I first met Gus, I basically had like a period accident. And he was so cool about it that I knew in that moment, like, this guy's the one. He is so cool. He's like, it just happens. It's just like, that's just life. Like, you just bleed as a female. Like, what? Don't be embarrassed. And I was like, you're so right. And I don't know why more men don't have that attitude. Anyway, I was telling Gus, I said, do you remember this story? Do you remember when this happened? And Billy was in the car. So obviously she's going, Mummy, did you period bleed through your jeans? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes. Good times. She basically said, like, Gus is your secret weapon. I literally have been saying that for so long. I know his skill set. I hope you enjoyed. That's it. But it was a really cool reading. Her name is Dee. She's in Bondi. If you want the info, DM me on Instagram and I'll give it to you.